In this battle for the very soul of our nation, we have seen what can be, unburdened by what has been.
To see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
What can be, unburdened by what has been.
To see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
Unburdened by what has been, and knowing what can be.
What we know can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be, unburdened by what has been. An America that we know can be unburdened by what has been. To know what can be, unburdened by what has been.
You see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
To see what can be, unburdened by what has been. The courage to see what can be, what should be, unburdened by what has been.
And seeing what is possible unburdened by what has been.
Saw what could be, unburdened by what had been.
Is the ability to see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
To see what is possible and what can be, unburdened by what has been and who has done what. Always believe in what can be, unburdened by what has been. That is what I want for you.
Is to see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
Who saw what could be, unburdened by what had been. Who saw what could be, unburdened by what had been. To see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
Borrow from them. Because I always say it's better to receive than to give. I think it's better to give than receive. Well, a lot of people, they give and they give until, well, you know, it's enough, ain't it? But to receive, you never get tired of receiving. So borrow from your friends as much as you can until they can't afford you anymore. Then go to other people, make new friends. Thank you. And I want to thank the band, and I want to thank all those that is therein. For we must never forget that all we have in pride is but lent to us. Something for which we must render an account to thee. When another day has passed away, and night is soon approaching. But before we, however, we refreshen our bodies with the solace of sleep, we cannot but thank thee for that care and protection with which thou hast watched over us during the daytime. Thou hast kept us healthy in body and mind. Thou hast awakened within us to improve more and more in our morals, conduct, and character. You see, this was part of my bar mitzvah speech.